Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to the Ali Solves Road to 1000 special, where we are aiming to go all the way from 990 to a streak of 1000. Last episode, we had a pretty brisk beginning, taking down a Thursday puzzle without too much trouble. This episode, we're going to be trying to take down a Friday puzzle, and indeed, things are going to get tougher over the next few days as we move into, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday segment of the week. Before we dive straight into this puzzle, though, we're going to be, there's a bit of unfinished business from the previous episode, and that is, didn't really show you the wordplay column for the puzzle, and I'll get into the habit of showing these after we're doing the puzzles, because it's fun to read through, and it's I think the people who make these puzzles put a lot of effort into it, and usually the wordplay column also has a note from the constructor themselves at the end. So this puzzle is by Rena Cohen. It's a debut crossword, actually, which is always fun. And the wordplay column itself, I believe Deb Amlin usually does the weekday entries, and Caitlin does the weekends usually. And I'm not going to go too much into the tricky clues, because my memory of the individual clues in this puzzle has already faded. But I will briefly touch on the theme again. So the theme of last episode is built around polygraphs, also known colloquially as lie detectors. Now, in last episode, I did open up the wiki page and I did briefly summarize, the controversy about how really polygraphs aren't or shouldn't be considered actual lie detectors, because they don't actually do what people they don't actually do what the image that they have as a cultural icon, what it purports that they do. But regardless, it was still a very good puzzle. It's nothing against the puzzle itself. That was just a bit of a trivia about polygraphs and their history. And that was the theme. And these are some of the clues that Deb found to be tricky. And this one we got. This one we also got. I think the only one out of these, well, I guess this one was also tricky, because usually when it's this particular collection of letters, it'll be clued as or the clue will be related to Aer Lingus, the airline, which is also spelled AER. But cluing it as, I guess, Latin names for elements is a bit of a more obscure way of doing that. Also, HSN. Like, to me, this is just a random collection of letters because I don't really watch television, but that's the thing as well. I don't want to get too sidetracked, like rehashing yesterday's puzzle, because I do want to start today's one, but I did want to get to the constructor notes, because this is a fun little message from our constructor, Rena Cohen, because it's her debut puzzle. She's a first-year student at Washington University, double major in psychology and Spanish. This perhaps explains that one clue about arbol genealogico, family tree in Spanish. Oh, also, she received the acceptance for this puzzle a few months before high school graduation, which is Very fun indeed. She loves Boggle and Scrabble, both solid games. Started making her own puzzles at the age of 10. Very cool. Um, mhm. And has been submitting uh, I guess maybe this one that she submitted wasn't accepted, but the editors did give her some kind feedback, which is nice of them, and some more stuff about her accomplishments. She wants to thank Christina Iverson for her feedback, and also Kate Chin Park for her mentorship, and she's going to be starting a mini crossword in the WashU student newspaper. So, very, all in all, she seems to be having a very productive, going through a bit of a productive period of life in terms of crossword related activities. So, I think that's enough about yesterday's puzzle. It's time to get started with today's puzzle, which is going to be by. God, this font is so difficult to read. I've got to lean in. By Zukin or Jukin. I'm not sure how you'd pronounce that name. Bernica. Okay. Yes. Also, excuse me, I do still have a slight cough. It's gotten better, but it still hasn't fully gone away. So, without further ado, I think it's time to dive in and see how we do against this Friday puzzle for October the 4th, 2024. Chef's Kiss. Speed reading. Actually, I think this is going to be Wii Sports. Because I think longer. So I think this is mimicking the sound. I think this is going to be. And that, like, moi. I'm not even doing it properly, but you know the sound. And I think this is going to be miles per hour. So this is one of those ambiguous clues because speed reading, you might think, oh, like it's a person reading really fast, but it could also be a reading for somebody's speed, right? So that's a bit of a classic misdirection, and I think Burgundy specialty is probably Pinot Noir. I think we're talking about wine in this case. Longer sentence could be like, again, you might read this clue and think of prison sentences, but I think this is going to be the word and, because it's a way to make sentences longer just by using connecting words like and. For instance, another pretty classic misdirection right there. All right. Go-getters often, I think this is going to be type A's, which is a bit awkward, like to pluralize it. Somehow pluralizing it like this makes it feel awkward, but I'm pretty sure this is the thing. And this means place to conceal oneself is likely to be hidey hole. Suffer could be ale. Tablet, impossible to swallow. Bit of a dad joke. This is going to be iPad. Under control could be in hand. Lock horns with could be spars with. Indian fried bread. Puri, right? Like halwa puri, I think. It's been a very long time since I've had that, but it's a thing. Inscrutable sorts, probably going to be enigmas. Certain romantic ideal could be dream date, or like it could be other things in oh god, excuse me. It could be other things for the second half of this, but let's hold off on that. Shone brightly is going to be gleamed, and I think this is possibly going to be like LGBTQ. But let's think about this. Big name in hummus. I think this is Sabra. I probably am correct about this. But let's hold off on that. Actually, panic of conscience is probably going to be a qualm. Use something. Like some university, I assume. Citizen. I mean, if it's tennis and it's and it's a 4-letter answer starting with A, it's got to be Ash. LGBTQIA, I think. Customarily, probably as usual. Explosion shot from a sand trap. Maybe this isn't incorrect. Long lunch. It's gonna be one of those things where it's like the food itself is long, like a hot dog or something, but I don't know yet what it could be. Fair sight, not sure. Sound from a jubilant crowd could be roar. Ballpark figures could be RBIs. Again, if that is the case, it would be another misdirection that you see pretty often in crosswords. I'm going to put roar. Oh, this is going to be as a rule. Excuse me, let me just have a sip of water actually. Largest pineapple plantation. I don't know, like Hawaii? No, that doesn't even fit. Fair sight. Not sure. Periodical supplements. Not. Actually, hang on. This is gonna be something issue? A bonus issue. Right? But then what is this? It has an alumni. Is it gonna be like the Naval Academy? Possibly? Maybe. Let's take a look at this. I think less forward is going to be Shire. Or this is going to be an I. This is going to be Hanoi? Let's hold off on that. Let's see. Fair side is probably going to be a booth. Hang on. Wait. This is gonna be Italian something. Italian. And this has got to be blast, right? I don't know what this term is, but that's got to be what it is. Downstate is probably gonna be blues. Is it gonna be hero? Like a sandwich? Once for one. Hang on. Make soaking wet. Will be soap. High-end skincare brand. Wait, what? I mean, it's got to be Aesop, right? Although that's a very obscure way to clue that. Self-serving arrangement, not sure. Dream. Not sure. Missy Elliott collaborator, not sure about that either. Runs into some difficulties. Hang on. Common suspect in a murder mystery has got to be Air. Oh, it's gonna be Dream Girl. So does this help us? Nah, doesn't really help me. Code initials is gonna be HTML. Runs into difficulties, probably hits a snag. I'm still not getting it. But total disarray is likely to be chaos. Is this a person? Maybe it is. Oh god. Again, sorry about the coughing. Please excuse me. Landing site for raptors and eagles. It's going to be some sort of base. Maybe. Momentary disruptions, not sure. Many. Not sure about that either. Email status, hang on. This is going to be unread. Step into. Not sure. Cleared up after waiting. That's kind of a vague clue, not sure. Form instruction, another vague clue. What often carries a USDA seal? Not sure about that either. Oh god. Oh, my voice is starting to go. I need to wrap up this puzzle as quickly as I can. Taking a spread. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Oh god. Oh. So sorry about this. I think this is going to be bliss. Momentary disruptions. Maybe this isn't base. Maybe it's something else. Bitter green. No. Intense craving. This is going to be either O bliss or Ah bliss. Either way, I'm going to put an H there. Business name abbreviation. Not sure. Shut secretly. Not sure about that either. Pluses and minuses could be. This is a bit of a long shot, but could be signs. Step into. Form. Oh, it could be initial here. Speaker's introduction could be bio. Cleared up after waiting. Oh, it could be bust? Maybe? Maybe? But then what the hell is this? Oh, I think this is Pennsylvania in a different language. French, I think? Then what the hell is this? Taking a spread? This is weird, but I'm gonna be dine. Step into. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be enter. Oh, this is gonna be airbase. Excuse me. I think this has got to be organic beef. Weight is gonna be heft. Okay, I think we're close to making a breakthrough and finishing this. Intense craving has got to be lust. Bitter green has got to be cress. Shut securely. Latch? Prepare to swing has got to be tee up. And it's got to be blips. Many has got to be loads off. Self-serving arrangement. Not sure. Oh, actually, this is going to be a buffet. Then I'm not sure what this is. Once for one. What? It's got to be numero. Or it could be nods at. Heart of the matter is just. So it is indeed at. Ice skating moves. Not sure. What? Oh, Acrobat. Oh, sneaky puzzle. This is Adobe Acrobat. It's gonna be PDFs. Ice skating moves could be spins. In the buff is gonna be all natural. Can confirm again. But if a dad joke, this is gonna be we, because it's gonna be French. Oh god. We're almost done. We're almost done. Things that might get broken at a raucous party gotta be noise laws. I don't know who this person is. This is gonna be R not. Metaphor for idleness. Slug? Apt letters. What? Hang on. So slipper. Oh, slippery. Oh, but something is Gen Y. So this has got to be correct. So what have I not gotten right? What have I not gotten right? Is this? No, it's got to be correct. So let's see if I can spot it like this. Eiouy. No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this is Sabra. Blues airbase. This I'm not so sure about. Oh, okay. I think this isn't once. I think this is a number in a different language. Probably Italian or Spanish. So numero is probably correct. Probably correct. LLC loads off soft. PDF. Bliss, crest, noise loss, all natural, just have Gen Y. Okay, so at this point, I'm not sure where the mistake is. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pause the recording, and I'll be back once I have figured out where I think the mistake is. Right. So I'll be back in just a moment. Right. See you in a bit. All right. I'm taking it off pause just to check if maybe this is the answer. No, I didn't think so. I just wanted to check if maybe it was that I spelled Shire wrong. So having ruled that out, I'm gonna go back on pause. I'll see you if I've had a breakthrough. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, one other long shot is maybe this vowel is wrong. So let me try. Already tried A. What? Well, I've got to be perfectly honest. I was not expecting that to be the answer. I thought I was gonna have to sleep on it and come back and figure out what was going on. But much to my relief, this surprisingly tricky Friday crossword from Zukin Bernakel has been conquered. Took oh god, took 25 minutes. Took quite a toll on my throat, on my voice, which I can feel is starting to go, and just in time we've managed to bring an end to this puzzle. Before we end, though, we are, of course, going to be taking a look around at the... I guess before we do the mini, let's read about today's puzzle. It was a fun acrobatic display. It looks painful. I mean, I guess I've never really thought about it, about how it feels to do something acrobatic like this. Is it painful or... oh god. Oh god. I'm sure even if it isn't painful, it's probably physically... It takes a toll in its own way. Anyway, while I still have a voice, let's quickly go through this. So, this particular constructor has been around since 2012, so quite a while. She earned her nickname Queen of the Early Week Grids, but this is not an early week grid. This is a pretty tough one. Pretty tough one. Although, it's always interesting to see the clues that Deb thinks were tricky, because I did not think iPad was tricky. I did not think Booth was tricky. This was kind of a tricky clue. This stumped me for quite a while. This and this Blues and PDFs I got eventually is all natural gonna be in here. Oh yeah, speed reading. Deb fell for the exact same misdirect that I did with speed reading. Or I didn't fall for it. The only reason I didn't fall for it was because I was expecting this particular bit of deceit. But yeah. Same with the prison sentence misdirection there. Long lunch. This one I was kind of hesitant about because I was like, if it's gonna be Aesop, surely they'd clue it as like Aesop's fables, but they went for a really sideways clue on this one. This was a fun clue. Latching. I didn't realize that this was a Oh, I read this clue all wrong. I read it as shut secretly, but it's shut securely. So that makes a lot more sense. I just straight up didn't read that properly. Ooh, and it looks like we have a very brief note from our constructor. I'm excited to make my 80th puzzle for NYT. Really like the clues for 53 across. Oh god, hang on. What? We're gonna have to open the puzzle in a different window to see what she's talking about. 53 across was which one? 53 noise laws. Okay, that's a nice one. Noise laws getting broken at a raucous party. 3 down. Yep, that was another fun one. 21 down. This was the long sentence one. 21 down was cleared up after waiting. All right, that was a bit of a more of a cryptic clue, but another good one. 40 and 54 down. Oh, and all of these were from the editing team. So she's giving a bit of a shout out to the editing team for bringing in a few of their own clues. So what did she say? 40 down? Ah, yes, self-serving. And then 54 down, can confirm. That this was a classic dad joke kind of a clue. That was a fun one. Is there anything here that stumped me? Nothing that I think we really need to look up. I'm glad I considered the vowels on this one. Otherwise, I would have been I would have been at a total loss about what to do about this. But yeah, or naturel. Yeah, I think the clues themselves, like, no, not the clues, the entries into the grid themselves are pretty, most of them straightforward after the fact. The clues are what made it tough, because the clues were very ambiguous for a lot of them. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Good job to our constructor, Zukin Bernickel. I'm more confident about that last name, although chances are I'm also mispronouncing that. Anyway, that took us to 992. And the only thing left to do is to do the mini. So here's what we're gonna do. What lanternfish can do, probably glow, I'm gonna guess. Stats or policy node is probably gonna be a wonk. Consumed, eaten. Et tu brute language is gonna be Latin. Oh, Latin. Change for 20 is gonna be tens. Bakery fixtures are gonna be ovens. Really need a bath is gonna be stink. Stormwind comes a great is gonna be bravo. Alright. With that, I think it's time to draw an end to today's episode. Another puzzle done, but not without incident. We had to take a bit of a pause to try and figure out what was going wrong there. I'm glad that I did figure it out, because could have gotten pretty hairy. And we don't want to be running into trouble this early on into the series, because we've got 9 more of these to do. Oh god. Yeah, we've got quite a ways left to go, and hopefully we have a pretty good showing in tomorrow's Saturday puzzle as well. For now, though, it's time for me to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you enjoy yourselves, and hope you'll join me for tomorrow's Saturday crossword on October the 5th. And until then, take care.